this is Calabar. This is people's paradise. So we are in Calabar.
This is a popular landmark, Calabar Roundabout, welcoming you to the city of Calabar, Cross River State. Hello and welcome to this immersive exploration of Calabar, the jewel of Cross River State, Nigeria. Join me as we take you on a captivating journey through the city's rich history, vibrant culture, and modern developments. This is the nation's paradise. Calabar, a former capital of Nigeria, played a pivotal role in shaping the nation's destiny. Before Abuja took the reins, Calabar stood as the nation's first capital. Today, remnants of its historical significance echo through the streets and landmarks. As we drive through Calabar, you will see the city's warmth and hospitality. Let's set the stage for our adventure through the heart of Calabar. Our journey begins on the highway road. This road leads you to Calabar town, and if you are going back, this same route will take you to Tinapa, Northern Cross River, Ikom, Ogoja, Obudu, Obudu Ranch, and the newly constructed cargo airport in Obudu. Along this bustling route, we encounter major banks, testament to the city's economic vibrancy. Passing by the distinguished Transcorp Hotel by your left, which is one of the major hotels in Calabar, we marvel at the imposing Calabar International Stadium opposite the hotel. The city was the home of the first social club in Nigeria, the African Club. It hosted the first competitive football, cricket, and field hockey games in Nigeria. Here is a busy junction. To your left will take you to Mariam, but let's explore Calabar South first before we go to the Calabar Municipal. At the Millennium Park or 1111 Roundabout, a newly constructed statue by Governor Prince Bassio II catches our eyes. Opposite the statue lies the Central Bank. Straight will take you to Etim Edem Park. Let's divert by our left so we can explore Calabar Cultural Center. Straight on this road will take you to Calabar Shopping Mall, a spa, but we will branch our right to Cultural Center. And a slight detour takes us to the Calabar Cultural Center, a hub for artistic expression and cultural festivities. Driving through the clean streets, we pass the Choice Fast Food and Event Center to the Cultural Center complex. Opposite the Cultural Center is Etim Edem Park, and behind Etim Edem Park is a wheat market, one of the city's largest markets. This road is Mary Slessor Road. Straight off this road will take you to University of Calabar. Here is Calabar Central Mosque, and here is called Bogobri. By your left is Senate Bank. Just behind this bank, we can't resist mentioning a hidden gem, a Ramsuya spot that beckons food enthusiasts. Next time you visit Calabar, if you are a foodie, touch this place and you will not regret it. You will thank me later. Our journey takes a historical turn as we explore the life and legacy of Mary Slessor, because this road is named after her, and her statue is on this road holding two twins. This Scottish Presbyterian missionary arrived in Calabar in the late 19th century. Her dedication to social reform and her fearless nature quickly made her a revered figure in this region. She bridges cultural gaps and promoting women's rights, rescuing abandoned children and stopping the killing of twins. Mary Slazore's time in Calabar was marked by her extraordinary effort to bridge cultural gaps and promote understanding between the Efik people and the European missionaries. She lived among the Okoyong and Efik communities, where she not only embraced the local custom but also learned the Efik language fluently. This is Atuton. Here the road is one way. We are still driving down so to explore Calabar South. One of our notable contributions was her work in promoting women's rights and protecting abandoned children, often referred to as witch children in the local context. She rescued numerous infants left to die in the bush, providing them with care and a sense of belonging. Beyond her humanitarian efforts, Mary Slazore became an influential mediator in local conflicts and disputes, earning the respect of both the indigenous people and the European settlers. Her legendary tales include standing fearlessly against harmful cultural practices and earning the nickname White Queen of Okoyong. Today, as we drive through Calabar, you will notice the enduring legacy of Mary Slazore. The statue we passed earlier serves as a poignant reminder of her compassion and the positive impact she had on the community. Continuing our drive through Calabar South, Goldie Road unfolds, revealing a vibrant student life and cultural vibrancy. Orok roundabout and Mount Zion become prominent landmarks, showcasing the city's dynamic spirit. As we continue our journey through the city, remember that every street and landmark carries a piece of Calabar's rich history. Stay with us as we explore more of the city's vibrant tapestry. This is Goldie Road in Calabar South, one of the popular roads in this axis. This is Orok roundabout. Now we are heading down to Goldie Mount Zion, a popular road in this axis. See this fast food almost by the junction. This was not there the last time I was here, and this is student area. Hope this will not finish our students' pocket money. Here is the popular Goldie Mount Zion junction. Straight takes you to Unical Small Gate, and we take right to Mount Zion Road. This area, brimming with student life, showcases the city's youthful spirit and cultural vibrancy. This is Calabar South, where a lot of activities happens. Just a short while ago, Calabar South was plagued by a myriad of issues, from criminal activities to social unrest. Residents face challenges like never before, with safety being a major concern. But change is in the air thanks to the visionary leadership of Governor Prince Bassio II. A new era has dawned upon Calabar South. One of the most significant improvements is the installation of the state-of-the-art street lights. These lights are not just brightening the streets, they are transforming the entire atmosphere of Calabar South. Now we are in Orok roundabout, heading to Unical Gate. This road is called Etapo Road, one of the popular roads in Calabar. This is where University of Calabar is situated.
This is Calabar. You can see that is the Unical lamp. And you can see that is University of Calabar.
Transitioning to the academic side, we reach Unical Small Gate, marked by an overhead bridge. That's the entrance to the Unical through small gate if you don't want to go through the main gate. See the statue hand folded together. This is a type of roundabout. To your right will take you to Calabar Airport, Margaret Ekpo International Airport, Atimbo and Apabuyo axis. We take our left to explore Calabar Municipal. This is IBB Way. Turning our attention to Calabar Municipal, Marian Road becomes a focal point, with Domino's, Plaza and Cold Stone adding a contemporary touch. We explore the bustling Marian Market and iconic statues that define this historic thoroughface. Calabar is often described as the tourism capital of Nigeria, especially due to several initiatives implemented during the administration of Donald Duke as governor of Cross River State 1999 to 2007, which made the city the cleanest and most environmentally friendly city in Nigeria. Administratively, the city is divided into Calabar Municipal and Calabar South local government areas. It has an area of 406 square kilometers and a population of 371,000 according to the Nigerian census. The Cross River State Annual Christmas Festival held every year attracts thousands from within and beyond Nigeria. The festivals include music performance from both local and international artists. Other annual events include the Calabar Carnival, a boat regatta, fashion shows, a Christmas village, traditional dances, and the annual Epe Festival. Stay tuned on this channel as we bring Calabar Carnival to you in our next video. Calabar people are mainly people from the old Calabar province, Calabar South, Calabar Municipality, Apabuyo, Bakassi, Biase, Odupani, and Akampa. But as commonly used in Nigeria, the term Calabar people could also refer to the people of southeastern state of Nigeria who are at present the people of Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State. Calabar is the headquarters of the Eastern Naval Command. The city has a new model school, Nigerian Navy Secondary School, situated in Apabuyo, about 10 minutes drive from the airport. This new school complements the existing Nigerian Navy Primary School and Naval Officers Wife Association Primary School, both situated at Ikodansa, Calabar. Among the city's first were the oldest secondary school, Hope Wardell Training Institution, 1895. The school later graduated Nnamdi Azikiwe, who was elected as the first president of Nigeria. The city has several museums, including the Slave History Museum, a botanical garden, a free trade zone port, an international airport and seaport, a cultural center, and one of the most prominent universities in the country, the University of Calabar, Slave History Park, and several historical and cultural landmarks. It also has several standard hotels, resorts, and amusement parks. If you branch by your right, it will take you to Calabar Highway Road. Stay on as we continue with our ride. See how Calabar is looking beautiful. The former Liberian warlord Charles Taylor lived in the old colonial palace in the city under an agreement that led to the end of his country's civil war, before fleeing extradition to Liberia in March 2006. Calabar has three principal landlord kingdoms and monarchs, namely the Kwa Kingdom of Ejakam, Ekoi, Bantu origin, the Efud, and the Efik kingdoms. The Obong of Calabar as the ruler of the Efiks, and the Epe secret society as the stool on which the Obong of Calabar sat. The Ndidem of Calabar is the ruler of the Kwas and paramount ruler of Calabar municipality, which is the seat of government. The Muri Monene of the Efut, who is the ruler of the Efut and paramount ruler of Calabar South. Venturing further, we discover Calabar City Church, a renowned spiritual haven. Our journey takes us through Epo where new concrete roads, a testament to progressive covenants. This road also leads to the White House. As our adventure through Calabar comes to conclusion, we reflect on the beauty and diversity of this city. Thank you for joining us on this historical and cultural exploration. Until our next video, stay tuned and continue to explore the world with us. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscribe and the notification button below, so when next we post a new video, you can be notified. Thank you, and see you in our next video.